Week 8 of the National Football.
Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you're talking about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jayden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He'll get this out wide to Ekeler.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Daniels.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
T.J. Edwards, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. To throw is Daniels.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here's Daniels.
On the screen, this is Ekeler. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Press way in punt formation for Washington.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the number 1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
A first carry now. This is Johnson.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Now 3rd down and 7.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, it's Williams.
Steps away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On the move to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach for the rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. To the air goes Daniels.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Breaks through the contact. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Daniels.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be
finds through now a crease. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
To throw, Williams.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Johnson will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. He's to the 10.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch.
Now at Commanders Field.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Complete to Zaccheaus. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Noah Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a two-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking.
Oh, this is blocked. The Bears pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive, Daniels.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Staying on his feet.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
He's going to look deep for more.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Williams.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
On play action, here's Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there. And let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here." And he do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.